Hello and welcome back. It's me, Sean the Deep Sea Man, and today in this vlog you will see how we managed to recover a pneumatic cylinder. Initially, when we took it off, we thought it was completely wasted at its ends, and oh, yes, it was, but we managed to recover it. So, let's see how this goes. During one of my routine deck rounds, I just observed a little bit of air leak from this cylinder. As you can see, I'll show you. I'll point it out in the next slide that there was a bit of air leak from there. So generally, we suspected the O-ring at that end, the sealing at that end to be worn off. So I asked the guys to take it off and let's have a look. And when we took it off, we were in a shock. The ends of that cylinder, it was aluminum, were completely wasted or pitted because of the corrosion, because of the harsh environment at sea. We immediately raised a new spare part. Nowadays, you need to create defect reports, spare parts, erase the spare parts. So we did the defect report, informed office, created a new requisition for the spare part. Then you have to do a risk assessment. This damper was a remote operation damper, so we kept the damper open. And also, the other good part is above this damper, we had a mushroom damper, so we could keep it shut or open however we choose to, however we wanted to. Our first option was actually, to look and do an aluminium welding. So we had the electrode. We went through the procedure online. The fitter was confident and we thought we'd do it. But then when we actually seen the cylinder, the thickness at few places was just about a millimeter. The thickness was just about a few millimeters, and that would actually cause more harm and more damage than actually repairing the cylinder. So we decided to shave off about 5 mm from one side and about 6-7 mm from the other side, so that we would have an effective reduced stroke of the piston, but still the damper would be functional. So let's see. First we go in, we align it on the pipe cutting machine, absolutely 90 degrees to the blade, and once done, lock it in place, carefully cut the cylinder. Once one side was done, see, it was perfect, switch to the other side, get the other side done as well. And once we got that cut off, we need to take off the burr because a lot of sharp edges at that side. Take off the burr and clean the threads. Maybe clean it with another bolt or clean it with a tap. So this was M8. We had a stainless steel bolt. We checked the length. It's sufficient to go up there. And we took it up there and installed it in place. And after installing it in place, it worked perfectly fine. But then we see that the damper doesn't close fully because now the stroke is reduced. So the end mounting has to come a little bit forward for full closing of the damper. Fire dampers must fully close, right? Don't you remember that? For that, then we came back again to the engine room, we would need about 12 mm spacer. So we looked around for spacers, and we didn't find any flat bar or something that size. Otherwise, we would have a gas cut and waste some more time. We found a copper bar, a huge copper bar about 50 mm diameter. So we took that one, sliced about 12.5 millimeters, sliced it carefully. Remember, copper, the copper bar, cutting copper is, you got to be very careful. You see this copper disc, like a gold medal, but a copper medal. So we install the copper disc at the back, and here you see we test the damper, open, fully shut. So perfect. And now we will use this till we get the new one. So once we get the new spare, we'll take this off and put in the new one. Hope you learned something in this. Remember, as I told you before, at sea, we got to make do with things what we have on board. Once we were done, the tech team took over and started the cosmetics. Do not forget to stuff in electrical putty or silicone into these hex sockets. Remember, the next time you need to open it, it needs to be a hexagon. If it's wasted and it's a circle, it's not going to open that easy. So silicone or electrical putty. Take care, bye bye, and stay safe.